Hey guys, welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We have made a few changes. Actually, a big thing was I restarted the game, and my character and some of the other characters weren't working out. Some of the tweaks and different skill sets for the characters when I leveled them up weren't meshing together. I changed into like a male orc. We're back here. Pretty much, you didn't miss too much. I did find Vertuccio? Purple dude. I found him. Um, let us talk to the new people. I'm already talking to her. She's got a deep past, to say the least. Let's go inside real quick. Not her. Everybody's here. These two. Let's talk to them. Oh, hello. Octavia gives you a fetching smile. Something you need? Could you tell me about your childhood, please? It's too little, some scraps of memories, no more than that. Damn, it's kind of me. What exactly do you remember? Reflects on that, tapping her finger against her chin. Nothing special, some images of a faraway past, that's all. I do remember wooden table legs. The paint on them was peeling off, and I was standing on my shoes, trying to peek at what was on the table. I remember the wild rose by the window. It kept me up at night, scratching the glass with its gnarled branchlets. I do remember my mother's blue dress. It was trifle battered, but it smelled of lavender. Octavia wrinkles her forehead. I guess that's all. Not much there, right? All those memories, it's like they're not mine at all. I recall some images, and I know I should feel something about them, but I don't remember what exactly I should feel. So let them rot in a swamp and with Tatsuola worms. Octavia grins cheerfully. My life's good enough without them. Okay. What do you know about your parents? You're a half-elf, right? Oh, she's a half-elf? Okay. Am I? Octavia examines herself as if seeing her for the first time. You know, I think you might be right. I'm rather slim and tall, and I can... like, she didn't even know? I could see well in dim light. She raised her hands and touches her ears. Aha, they're a bit pointy. Yes, I'm definitely a half-elf. Oh, she's the ditzy type. Okay. Let's think about this logically. So my mother was an elf, my father was a human, or maybe it was the other way around, and my mother was... Finally, Octavia can't take it anymore and bursts into laughter, having spoiled her own act. So that's it. Now you know how much my parents, know as much as about my parents as I do, she says after her laughter subsides. Do you remember how you were enslaved? I clearly remember the man who took me away from my home. He was big, with a huge pot belly and shaggy beard. I was afraid he would eat me. Octavia shrugs. Anyway, he didn't stay with me long. He gave me to his slaver accomplices, and I never saw him again. When my mother was giving me to him, she was crying. I can still barely hear her quiet voice, but I can't recall her words or her face behind those tears. Just the lavender smell. It tickled my nose and I wanted to sneeze. Did my mother sell me into slavery? But then why was she crying? And if she didn't want me to be a slave, why didn't she try to save me? Octavia twirls her hair, pondering over the thought, then sighs. One more riddle from my past that I don't care to solve. Must be horrible being unable to recall your childhood. Oh, I recall my childhood in rather bright details. It was spent in a dirty barracks. I wore flea-infested rags, and I slept on a straw mattress instead of a proper bed. Though I understand what you mean. Man, okay. Octavia's the more open type, kind of like Linza. Is her hand glowing? No, that's a lantern. Will you tell me about your life in slavery? You know, these are the things you need. Tell me about your slave life. I don't like to recall it, but if you insist. The slavers from the Technique League tried to ruin my life, but all they do was ruin my childhood. How did you happen to find yourself in the stolen lands? My enslavers from the Technique League funded a large expedition into the stolen lands. 100 agents, 10 slaves, wagons. We were to search for some ancient artifact or ancient ruins, Octavia shrugs. Our group never made it to the Technique League hideout. Along the way, it was attacked by the future owner of the stolen lands himself, and I'll be forever grateful to him for it. Did you have many masters over the years? Yes, many of them. Some owned me for years. Others felt they'd had enough of me in a couple of months. Trust me, I did make every master eager to get rid of me. A slave that trained in magic is a rather expensive thing, so they wouldn't kill me. At least that was my hope. So I drooled and played an idiot, and I listened as every new master argued with my former one, trying to return me. Sometimes I punctured the pages of the magic books I was forced to copy with a quill. Other times I pretended to mix up the spells, so instead of lighting a magic torch, I sent dozens of dancing lights floating just below the ceilings. Where did you learn to use magic? I was taught magic by Junush of Starfall, one of the most famous wizards in Numeria. Maestro Junush. Okay, so that asshole. Got it. I'll try to skim this down as much as possible, give you guys time to pause and read. Have you ever... They've already tried to run away. Yeah, she's already tried to run away. Of course she has. Have your masters ever tried to hurt you? You figured that out, didn't you? Or maybe you want to hear all about the beatings I survived, the humiliations I've endured. Imagine the worst thing one person can do to another and multiply it tenfold. That's what happened to me nearly every day in slavery. And yet she has that bubbly attitude. I'm surprised she hasn't gone insane. Wait, I want to tell you. She sighs and shakes her head as if trying to collect her thoughts. The Technique League agents you rescued us from, Reg and I tried to run away many times, but they always managed to find us eventually. I have no reason to hope that this time they'd lose track of us for good. I won't let those filthy slave traders take you again. Let them try. Gotcha. What's your relationship with Reg? Shrugs awkwardly. We're together. See, it's just simply the way with the "we're together" sounded. I'm convincing there's something wrong. You notice? Well, I didn't mean that. Now I'll have to explain. I'm not sure I know how to put it correctly. You see, Reg seems to treat me like his property. Ah, so you're still a slave. He always is kind to me, and it feels good when we travel together or when we share a blanket at the campsite, but he's always calls me my Octavia. I've told him over and over that I don't belong to anyone, that I'm my own, and that I stay with him by my own free will. He only grins when I say that. I bet he likes to think that I'm his. Never mind though, I'm sort of... I'll sort it out somehow. Shakes her head and makes the troubling thoughts go away. Wanting you to meet. Years ago when I was studying magic at Maestro Junis, Reg was his student too. Though he couldn't actually say he was really studying anything. Reg had his own ways to cast spells. He never needed the maestro's assistance. You see, unlike wizards, Reg draws power from his innate bloodline abilities. Ooh. That's kinda unique. Reg and I have been together ever since. We could both use magic, but more importantly, we both craved freedom. We used to vow to each other that someday would break free from the unbearable captivity or die trying together. I guess it's good that we fulfilled only the first part of that vow. You owe him that much? I don't like this owe word. I don't owe anything to anybody. Everything I do for my own free will. But to answer your question, yes, Reg has done a lot for me. Can't count how many times he was whipped by masters because of me. How many times he took the blame for my doings. He never complained when they dragged him, beaten and covered in blood, to the slave barracks. He just groaned and clenched his fist while I bandaged his wounds with the scrapes of my filthy clothing. I wouldn't be me if not for him. Oh, okay, so still something there. The fact that Reg is so impulsive, doesn't it bother you? Ah, that is a very delicate matter. Reg means a lot to me, and he endured a lot for me, but some parts of him just scare me. He becomes extremely bloodthirsty when it comes to slavers. Don't get me wrong, I hate slavers with all my heart, and I'll do a lot to cleanse the world of their filth, but Reg, he'd do anything, understand? Absolutely anything. I'm afraid that anger might kill everything good in him. I just gotta ask, how do you manage to look so gorgeous even when we're in the middle of nowhere? Oh, so you've noticed. My appearance is the result of daily effort, and it's not easy. Do you know how much time it takes to create good makeup or to mend a dress, even with the help of magic? So if someday you wake up early, an hour before dawn or so, you can actually check on me. You'll see how I prepare myself for a new day. They've given me multiple chances to get with Octavia already. Yeah. You surely put a lot of effort into this, but the results make it worthwhile. You bet. You know I like to feel attractive even while on the march. Flashes a T-smile at you. Feels so good to be a beauty in a group of barely washed and extremely reckless young gentlemen. Oh, okay, you're talking to me. You're my thrones and I'm your rose. Okay. Many slaves survived only thanks to their faith. Some lived hoping for a new day when a good deity would deliver them. Some even offered deals to evil gods. But me and Reg, Callisto was taught us the most important things, except no gifts from above. Rely only on ourselves. Never forgive those who wronged us, but at the same time savor every droplet of pleasure we could squeeze from our bleak days. Okay. A bit of a realist. Yeah, it's amazing how after all your hardships you still remain so cheerful and optimistic. I try not to view my life as a never-ending course of sufferings. Yes, I've had my share of hard times, but I do need to recall them. After all, along the bad things, I had some good things as well. I had a dream and I followed it in everything. Eventually, it came true. Following that path, I met Reg and you. Now I'm free and surrounded by friends. Okay. Why do you need to find the Technique League agents? I broke free from their slavery. Thanks to you, I've obtained everything I dreamed of. My freedom and the opportunity to control my own life. I want to use this opportunity to fight the Technique League, at least a part of it that operates here in the Stolen Lands. I wish to free all the slaves from the Technique League's masters. Got it. I don't... Can you just put that like separately? I was about to click that. She's the open type. What do you want? Have a little chat? All right. It's not like we have anything better to do. Fellow orcs talking. Nice, nice. Let's do it. Tell me about yourself. What is there to know? I was born, I'm alive, haven't died yet. That's enough for you? Okay, he's like polar opposite. Do you remember your childhood? What a crap question. I was just a kid when they sold me. Before that, I don't remember much. Smoky fire, stinky hides, always bumping along on a horse. I think I was born in one of the Killid tribes of Numeria. There are many. Some survive on their own, some give up their pride and serve the Technique League. I guess mine was one of the cowards if they sold their own kids. I remember my father's hands rough, scarred, white, so I guess I get this green skin from my mother, but I don't remember her. I think I remember playing with another half-orc child. A brother, maybe? For some reason they didn't sell him, just me. Father gave him his dagger to play with, never gave it to me. I don't want to remember. Forget all this. I'm an orphan. What deity do you worship? Yeah, Callista. Where did you get your magical powers? That's what I want to know. What magical powers the hells are you talking about? Oh, you mean these. Makes the lightning run over his hands with a contented smile, one snaps his fingers, invoking a shower of blinking sparks. I've had them since I was born. At least one thing I can thank my scum parents for. Maybe those powers are why they sold me to slavery. Think they were scared? Who knows? Damn Numerians. They drew his blood, did experiments and burned me with fire, tortured me with cold electricity. Yeah, he hates them. He has blue dragon blood. Oh yes, tattoos, I didn't know that. They are magical, they help me control my powers. The Technique League gave them to me. I'd hoped that somewhere on my body there was at least one sign left by my tribe, but no, I guess they didn't care to bother. To hell with them. They better hope I never find them. If I ever meet my father, I will even the score between us. How do you manage to use both a sword and magic and not cut off your fingers? It's simple, I'm just that bloody good. Okay, alright, he's a cocky ass. You enjoy making people suffer? Why should I care about their suffering? I do what I want. If I step on someone's toes, then they shouldn't have put themselves in their way. But chasing someone down just to torture them? That's only entertainment for maniacs like the Technique League. Well, on second thought, for them, I would make an exception. I'd love to watch it. Seems to me you're no more than a common felon. If you treat your enemies like that, what makes you better than them? And why would you think I want to be better? What does that even mean? I have no delusions of purity. I don't need to prove to myself or my enemies that I'm better than them. Morality, spirituality, whatever. I just want them rotting in the ground so I can live, drink wine, and piss on their graves. Thanks for the answers. I already know how he became a slave. I already know why he learned magic. What else did you see beyond the life of chains? What could I seen? Well, when we ran, we went through Starfall. That's a fine city, big, loud, many merchants, things to see, things to steal, but I didn't have much chance to walk around. The very nest of sodding Technique League. We were focused more on getting out alive. We met some barbarians. I asked them who might know what tribe I'm from, but they didn't know anything. I don't have any tribal tattoos, nothing actually. They are all right. Well, some of them, the blood pikes for one, they are great. All the rivers are theirs. We sailed with them during one of the escapes almost all the way to Brevory. Brevory? Brevory. and they didn't turn us in. But the White Scars got us after that. Those guys are shit. They sold their pride to the Technique League. You and Octavia did try to escape. Slavery is illegal in Numeria. I already know some of that stuff. What kind of relationship do you have with Octavia? Well, my Octavia, I don't have a relationship. We have a life together. Oh, okay. How did you meet? Back when we were children, we were taken as apprentices by a great spellmaster, Junish. Maestro Junish, he called himself. He was our teacher. Well, he made Octavia read books and memorize spells. I have my own innate magic. He trained me a bit, taught how to control my gifts so I wouldn't lose control. I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm yawning because I've had a long day. Oh, teacher, we will meet again. There's one more test I must pass. Why do you call her yours? She doesn't seem to very much. My girl loves freedom so much, and even a slight chance of losing it frightens her. She is so smart. You really think she feels like I'm trying to make her mine like an apple stolen out of a market? Me, who was skinned alive for trying to help her escape? If she's afraid of the word my, it's because she doesn't understand the difference between my boots and my heart. But she will understand sooner or later. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean... I see what you're saying, but that means nothing. That's literally the same. Octavia and I are connected, and this connection cannot be broken. We grew into each other. You know, jealousy is for weak cowards who don't trust each other and are scared of being tricked. I've heard that before. If a knight on the sides threatens your love, that just means that was no real love there to begin with. She and I are together to the end, and we will never part from each other, so when she likes some lad or some lass, it's no drama to me. I just ask her whether she wants to leave them alone or join in, and she does the same. Okay, so we got polygamy in here, so I can literally I can have a trifecta. I can have polygamy in this game. Wow. I did not know. I'm not here to judge, just curious. You asked, I answered. When you pry into others' lives, don't be surprised if you find something that will keep you up at night. I'm good. I'm good. So long, if you want to know anything else, just ask. Don't be shy, just don't go pale when I answer. Okay. Okay. Get some sleep. Is that the clock? You hear that noise? It is nighttime. Okay. I have learned about everybody. Who did I save from the Technique League this time? Ah, Valeria. I did. I wonder if she'll have extra dialogue because I saved her. We'll find out. Oh, whoa. She's glad to see me. Yeah, don't say that. Okay, she didn't have extra dialogue. Alright. Let's go to this gentleman. Show me what you have. Let's sell whatever we got. Nope, don't sell the milk. I want that milk. That's my milk. Thank you. Soda info is this. Is it a two-hand? No, it's a one-hand. I might keep that. That kitty's mine. These might be unique, so I'm gonna check them out. I'll take like 10 of these. Oh, you know what I want? These things. Or so, they're 300 a pop. Maybe later. Maybe later. There was a boar that we could... it's like a little side thing. Ooh, I could bring those in. Move her out, bring both of them in. Alright, you've been in with me in day one. We're switching it up. Confirm. We got all the waifus, unless there's more waifus I don't know about. I have a problem. Okay. If I remember correctly... no, not the ancient tomb. What is this? What's that long line for? Okay, Tartuccio is over here. Ah, that's his name, Tartuccio. Okay. It's not it. It's not it. That's another place we need to go to. Ah! That's where it is. Oh, it's a side mission for Amiri? Okay. Okay. Let's do one thing at a time. We will do Amiri's mission later. Let's focus on doing our homework first. We gotta do our homework first, and then we'll do all that. Okay, everybody's full health. Oh my gosh, come on now. There we go. We will fight, because that's the only way we're gonna get stronger. So apparently I'll get a kingdom later, but also I'm a monk. I'll be a monk king. That's so weird. That's so cool and so weird at the same time. You're up front. She's a range type. He is also a range type. He's both actually. Come on. Come on. A little bit higher. There you go.
As you order. You cannot stand against me.
Wait, is it just one single bandit? Oh, he didn't make it. Oh, she was controlled.
Onward.